welcome to Roots and Ruckus. I'm your host, Farrell Foster. This is a show that's been going on here since January 2008, and we have not been here for a year. We did our first show last week, and now we're back. We had a great lineup for you tonight. And by the way, we had a $2 reservation fee, but that's just so we can keep control of how many people come here, which doesn't get too crowded. We are going to, it's a free show though. We're going to be passing a tip hat for all the acts. The tips aren't pooled. Each time the tip hat goes around, it's for whoever happens to be on stage at that time. We also are going to put a sheet with people's Venmo information. Here, people saying, I have no cash, but Venmo them. And the artist Venmos will be on the side right by the bathroom, right back there by the bathroom door. We have a wonderful lineup for you tonight. The last act of the evening will be Harley, the Horseside Man, formerly the Horseside Men. Before that, you're going to have Eleonore Weill. Before that, we're going to have Nat Myers. We're kicking it off. One of my favorites, Miriam Elhajli.
Una rosa pintada de azul es un motivo. Una simple estrellita de mar es un motivo. Escribir un poema es fácil si existe un motivo, y hasta puede esperar un consuelo de la fantasía. Unos ojos bañados de luz son un motivo, y unos labios queriendo besar son un motivo, corazón, y me quedo mirándote a ti y encontrándote tantos motivos. Yo concluyo que mi motivo mejor eres tú. Check, check. Sound? Anywho, this is why we're singing out to the abyss and to all you lovely people. Wow, this is a live show indoors. I'm a little shocked and shivering a little bit. Very grateful to be here. That was a song that was called Motivos. It was my grandmother's favorite song, and I sing it for her. We also can just go full acoustic, because that's what Jalape's all about. So, and then I don't need this to take me away from you guys. Oh, there we go.
Does this one not work?
Hello, hello, is it me you're looking for? That's all. That's the only word I know from that song. But let's try. I'm gonna sing a lot of new little tunes. So let's see how this one goes.
Test that microphone.
All right. Da da da. We'll keep going. Yeah. Let me play this Little new one. Tell me where have you been? With the dead or the living? Have you found your own way through invisible cities? I wanna dance beside you and tell you a secret. One day I'll have children who'll call you Papa. How do you pass the time in a realm of encounters? Do you ask the same questions? Have you found any answers? I wanna swim in the ocean while the winter sun is shining. Snow angels melt along the shore, and the chimney smoke keeps rising. I wanna swim in the ocean while the winter sun is shining. Snow angels melt along the shoreline, and the chimney smoke keeps rising. Tell me, where have you been? With the dead or the living? Have you found your own way through invisible cities? I wanna dance beside you and tell you a secret. One day we'll have children who'll call you Papa. Thank you. Can we just go all acoustic? That feels better.
System turned off. So.
I want to be really close to you, so I don't want anything near between me or you, okay? So we're just going to do that, because...
System is completely turned off.
We go with what it is, Frankie.
I guess so.
I can project.
I like your attitude, but
I mean, that's what the pandemic's taught us. You just do what needs to be done to get through and not lose your mind.
wow, the system is not coming on.
But we still have the instruments, so that's what matters. And you all are quiet enough, so we can do that. This feels more real anyways. You want to come on stage, Dopu? Okay. I have the pleasure to introduce a dear friend, a new friend, Dopu, Liu, and yeah, come very close, Steve. Come very close. Oh, sorry, that's okay. 80s. The 1880s. Okay. 1880s. Yeah. 1880s. Well, you know, everyone looks like they're in the 80s again, so can't really tell the difference. Anyways, well, give me your hand. There's a tune called Family Tree. Wrote it about just, you know, tracing my family tree again, to try to understand my time in space and history. And they say that's a good thing to do to see if you're gonna have Alzheimer's too. I wasn't really doing it for that, but yeah, I think it was more emotional if anything. But yeah, so who knows if I already have Alzheimer's. Wine is good against Alzheimer's. I recently read. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Yeah, we were talking about it. Anyways, okay. That's
Take me to a winding stream, throw me in the divine tide, part my lips and let me dream from the fountainhead of light. Now I trace the family tree, so many have come and gone. Now I know I came from two, and I am whole. And I am but the child of every child who's come before. And I too will be forgotten. Take me to familiar ruins, where the saffron stems do twist. Recount myths in ancient tales. Show me what I have missed. Now I trace the family tree, so many have come and gone. Now I know I came from two, and I am whole. And I am but the child of every child who's come before. And I too will be forgotten.
North America or country. I really fell in love with country music when I was a little child, and still sing these songs. So this is one called Satisfied Mind, which makes more sense to me now than it used to.
How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I would do things my way. But little they know, it's so hard to find one rich man in town with a satisfied mind. Once I was waiting in fortune and fame, everything I had dreamed of to get a start in life's game. Then suddenly it happened. I lost every dime, but I'm richer by far with a satisfied mind. No money can buy back your youth when you're old, or a friend when you're lonely, or a love that's grown cold. The wealthiest person is a pauper at times, compared to the man with a satisfied mind. My life is over. My time has run out. My friends and my loved ones, I leave, there's no doubt. But one thing's for certain, when it comes my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind.
orgs, and but okay, that's what we have. It'll go up, it'll go down. It's a gamble. Actually, I have a dear friend who he is a descendant of Woody Guthrie, and he wrote a song called Bitcoin Gambler. And I just thought it was the most brilliant thing I'd ever heard, because he's in the present time. Everyone doing good? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we can do Roadrunner. A couple of these songs. I'll speak on them, but they're about a dear friend who passed in February. He was 78, so he had quite a breath of a life. But he carved a lot of birds, and he had given me a Roadrunner. Oddly, yesterday my friend came over and knocked the Roadrunner on the floor, and the leg broke. And I crazy glued the leg back on, but it was a very interesting moment where I said, maybe not a good idea to sprint too fast. But this song came before that. Anyway, this is weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Okay. This is
tools that you didn't take. Now that you Roadrunner who sprints, slips in the abyss, with the volcano of Roadrunner who sprints, slips in the abyss, with the volcano of descend the stairs of your watchtower will never betray you. The underworld it seeks to erase your book of life, your big mistake, the family curse, reborn again. Roadrunner who sprints, slips in the abyss, the volcano erupts. Roadrunner who sprints, slips in the abyss, with the volcano erupts. Father of saints, what should I do with chisel and scrape, with all the tools that you didn't take? Now that you're
this next one is called Turn Me Into Anything. Based on my friend George, again, and he, long story, but I'll give you a little tidbit. his mom was pregnant with him in a concentration camp during the World War II. And then when the war ended, he was born on a train going back to Athens. He ran away from home at 14 to be a sailor and sailed around the world. And the boat docked in the South Street Seaport District in Manhattan. And he got off and just ended up working here as a luthier. He made a bunch of guitars, carpenter, and bird maker. Always sort of under, because he was working illegally. And anyways, yeah, he came to me in a dream and said goodbye, and he taught me a lot about all these different types of birds. So this is a song that I wrote a week before I learned he passed, and yeah, it's the living and the dead are very interesting spheres.
Snowy New York town, I saw the clock tower burst. I went straight ahead and searched for God, but I flew too close to the sun. Oh, ether who exploded raging starfire, turn me into anything. A sulfuric eruption, dragonfly in motion, twist my stem until it breaks off. Rice in your palm. You've seen the snakes 10,000 feet and tricked the messenger of death. In his cave of candles, each soul blows, abyss swallows the body whole. Oh, walking down the pier, I saw your name carved clear on the side of a red sailboat, and I finally saw the bird that you'd always spoke of, but I still don't know what it's called. Oh, are you still alive, making fun of it all? I'm back in snowy New York town. I saw the clock tower burst. I went straight ahead and searched for God, but I flew too close to the sun. Oh, ether who expunges raging starfire, turn me into anything. A sulfuric eruption, dragonfly in motion, twist my stem until it breaks off. Here's my last breath, a grain of rice in your palm. Everyone's good. It's very fun to play new songs. It's yeah. So here we go. Thank you, guitar. You're being good today. I'm still not sure what this tune is called, but I had the image of a lighthouse come to me many times and a searchlight. And lighthouses lately have been beacons of hope in a very bizarre dystopia. But yeah, there's a south, and I stayed here, moving through a midnight rain, seeking thrills. I wanna lose myself in ecstasy, but still my delusions get the best of me. In circular motion, the yellow roses sway. Oh, you said I'm but a flower too, a young woman counting the days. So let me radiate the beauty from the uncorrupted root. For earth, salt, and water make the most delicious fruit. Oh, tell me now, where to go? I'm in doubt. I don't know. I want silence. I want peace. Wanna stand beside the lighthouse and
Somebody come give the spiel. All right, this has been Miriam Elhajli.
And double!
I'm coming around with this tip basket over here. This tip basket. Who here has never been to this show before? Never been on a Wednesday night here at Ruckus and Ruckus? Never been. Wow, that's actually a large amount of people in the audience. Okay. So, what we're doing here, this is a free show. I know it's a $2 ticket, but that's what we're trying to keep, so when people come to the door and like, I didn't get a ticket, we have to be like, I'm sorry, we're trying to preserve the space. We're trying not to crowd it any more than we need to here, not to have too many people. It's a free show, but we had to take tips for React. So I'm going to take tips right now for these guys, and after each set or at the end of each set. The tips are not pooled, meaning the tips I'm collecting right now will be for the act behind me, and so on and so forth throughout the night. So if you need to make change. Please tip each and every act that plays here at Ruckus and Ruckus on Wednesday nights. We've been doing it here since January 2008, and want to keep it going. And also, if you do not have cash, there is a list of everybody's Venmos right next to the bathroom, so there's no escape. All right, so yeah, remember those Venmo addresses are usually case sensitive. Another thing I just learned today. So yes, we have Nat Myers coming up in one song. We're putting on the tip basket. Please, tips. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Con más canciones.
Ay, ¿quién dijo esto? Hola. Bueno, en español. So, very grateful to be here again. Last May I put out my first record. It's in the back if you guys have a record player. If not, it is on. This is a song off of that record, and I wrote it about 10 years ago, and it still holds true to that. I've been thinking as if anyone else here writes songs, which we all do, about how sometimes songs are ahead of time. They exist outside of our time-space conception. So this definitely was one of those. It's called Rendezvous.
Oh my, how long it has been since I've seen your olive face. You've certainly grown up since we both ran away. I've had a tree trunk for my company and a puddle for a church, like those pretty gypsies we read about in library books. I had to go and travel cities. I had to soak my face in whiskey. Oh, man, how I remember the lilies in your hair. I could have been a better father to my one and only daughter, but ain't no point in beating up my already broken hand. Last I heard, you were in business, were selling sodas by the can, refilling up that leather wallet for a trip to Rio Grande. And did you know I traveled there once with my conscience for a friend? I thought I saw a man praying to a shimmer in the sands. I had to go and travel cities. I had to soak my face in whiskey. Oh, man, how I remember the lilies in my hair. You could have been a better father to your one and only daughter, but ain't no point in beating up your already broken hands. But if you wanna call me from time to time, here's my number and here's a dime. So call me if you need a friend. Just call me if you wanna talk to. You wanna talk to your old man.
No, I had no idea who she was. Yeah. I know, but I can't even remember all of that music. Really? Yeah. Dude, yeah, that song was Road Runner.
Feel free, we have a bar. There's one coming behind the bar if you want beverages. You can go grab it from the can behind the bar. Just be loud.
Maybe I'll just keep it out a little out my way.
Alright, this is actually perfect.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Nat. I'm originally from Northern Kentucky. I first met Farrell busking on the L train probably about 3.5 years ago now. Oh, well, I didn't meet you there. I got recommended the jalopy by numerous passerby, and I had to come by here. And I remember I had the audacity to shake his hand the first time I met him, tell him I gave him a run for his money. So it's always a pleasure to come back here. I'm glad Jalopy's been able to stick around. I got a few here. I haven't played a live show in 15 months, 20, maybe longer. So I'll try to do one that I just kind of written. I've been kind of studying on water dowsing and willow witching and just kind of the hunting for water, because somebody mentioned to me that even today, when they're hunting for water, they still got to bring one of these witches around with them. So let's see if I can do it here. I'm a little nervous, so take care. Willow willow witching woman. My baby got the dowsing rod, I got the pick. Tell me where, darling, I'm gonna dig, dig, dig. Tell me, honey, where to dig my well. My water vine, honey, sure do cure dry spell. When the new depot come a boogieing in, my baby gonna make a living divining. Tell me, honey, where to dig my well. My water vine, honey, sure do cure dry spell. Tell me, honey, where to dig my well. My witch and willow woman sure do kill dry spell. Well, willow witch, and since the day she born, now she do the boogie far from home. Tell me, honey, where to dig my well. My water vine and honey sure do kill dry spell. That's it. So yeah, so Bitcoin's dropping. Andrew Yang dropped out. A lot of things dropping out right now. So hope you didn't vote for one or buy into the other. That's fact. All right. This one's called "It Is What It Is." I guess this applies if you did one or the other. It what it is. It what it is. I was born time to time, getting my cigarettes off the ground. Know me, it what it is. Something about the way you done, shining like the morning sun. Bring the showers of rain. You were lonesome, lonesome too. Getting your name tattoo. You know me, it what it is. It what it is. Gonna take a greyhound, darling, where you never found. Know me, it what it is. Something about the way you done, shining like a morning sun. Bring the showers of rain. Oh, darling. It what it is. I sneak my pony shoes, used to walk away from you. Know me, it what it is. Well, I gonna take up where you never found. Know me, it what it is. Where you don't want me no more. Come and take my right hand, my weeping willow woman. Oh, it is what it is. Eyes raised and all signed in black hole. I've been crying. Know me, it what it is. Will you the page I sing? What did the writer think? Know me, it what it is. Well, it's sure been a great year, hasn't it? It what it is. And where I'm from, we got the same when we say a lot. The good and bad is what it is. After 20 months like this, I think I can't think of much new, no good, besides saying it is what it is. All right. Let's see here. So I met this lady kind of digitally named Carol. She's from Wisconsin. She was a nurse during the whole of this ordeal and a little before. So this one just particularly goes out to Carol. She's shown me just some real family online. What I learned is a term called Ohana, not like Oana who used to work over here, but Ohana, the spirit of family or something of the sort. So I'm not real good with Hawaiian, but you get the vibe. All right. So this one's called Remedy. See if I can play a little bit. I actually performed this one up here not too long ago, just recording it. I'll try to play it for y'all a lot better just on principle. So thank you. All right, let's see here. Tell me, baby, who your remedy? Tell me, honey, who your remedy? Well, you ain't got no remedy. Come and take a hold of me. Got up the morning, honey, read the morning news. Up the morning, honey, read the morning news. Said the whole wide world they got dumb quarantine disease. Tells you, babe, I'm fitting to hunker down. Tell me, honey, who you hunkering down? Sort of thing to go around, it ain't till you smile. Oh, honey. Oh, man. Tell me, baby, get your mask and gloves. Tell me, honey, get your mask and gloves. 6 feet too far, quarantine from the one I love. Oh yeah, we still running around on each other. Oh yeah, honey. Oh, we feeling a little bit now. Worried, honey, worried all the time. Thank you so much. These Asian eyes of mine aren't good with sweat, so I got a little smarting in there. Let's see here. I got two. I'll try to do two more, maybe three. See where we're at. I wrote this one called Hobo Wine Blues. I'm not particular to the hobo wine myself, but my friends used to drink a lot of it back behind Judge Sheehan's house, including Indianized $3 vodka, if y'all know the brand. Anyway, I guess it don't really give it a run of its money if Trader Joe's is selling stuff for like $2 a pop, though, right? That's as low as you can get. Also, side note, did you hear that there's so much ash in the air last year that it like ruined the wine over in California in some places, and they're selling that ash wine, right? Anyway, I was thinking to myself, it's like once you tried Fireball, you know, it's like nothing really matters, right? So, anyway, give me some ash. You know? All right, so this one's just called Little Hobo Wine Blues. Let's see if I can play it. I haven't done it too much recently, so my hands are a little sweaty here, so my strings. Cool. My dog, tell me your history. Darling, wanna get drunk, sipping poetry. My dog, living store, speaking in rhyme. Whenever they start sipping on the hobo wine. My dog, living mammal, simple man. Doesn't need me bona fide, don't understand. My dog, laying show is sweet and kind. Well, I ain't no Bonnie and show, ain't no Clyde. Oh, my dog. My dog, laying you show is kind and sweet. Well, you taste it better than shaking sugary. My dog, laying you show it great and kind. Well, you ain't no Bonnie and I show it ain't no Clyde. My dog, laying sipping nitroglycerine. When they ask me water, gonna give you gasoline. Oh, my dog, I do declare. My dog, laying show you something never seen before. Daddy gonna crawl in the room like a dog on all fours. My dog, let go, Kid Tucker gonna have some fun. We gonna get drunk, darling, gonna look up at this sun. Oh, my dog. My dog, laying don't want no diamond ring. They don't want a man who learning how to shake that thing. My dog, laying you, sure don't get in line. Ain't no Bonnie, I sure is, ain't no Clyde. Oh, my dog. My dog, laying tell your history. Darling, wanna get done singing your poetry. My dog, laying stall, sipping in rhyme. Whenever they start speaking of hobo wine. All right. Thank you. Well, you know, thank you very much. That was a little sloppy one. I guess it's appropriate. So, let's see here. I got two more here. That's all I got. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one I wrote for this fella named Mike. He rides an Appaloosa. I'm a big fantasizer of Appaloosas. I wish I could buy me one. I think they're some of the most beautiful creatures God or whoever made God ever made. All right, so let's see if I can play this one. Mike, please help me. All right. Appaloosa, the Milky Way in old Maine. I got an Appaloosa, ooh, Milky Way in old Maine. You know my Appaloosa, ooh, when she walk your way, where you hold a Google Chrome, you hold a man of war. You hold a Google Crow, ooh, you hold a man of war. Wherever you were done with that man you had. My Appaloosa, ooh, faster than Derby thoroughbred. All played out. Oh yeah, you almost lost it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, tell me how you ride. Tell me so. Something like that pony way. I let my pony roam. Something like that pony way. Ooh, I let my pony roam. Don't need no rain. Woo-hoo, my blues will find the way back home. One more time. Yeah, yeah, man. Pleasure. Hey, Farrell, man, I'm gonna be doing the last one here, wherever Farrell is. Farrell, I call ye.
Last one?
Yeah, this is gonna be my last one, man. Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna play the first one again, but I was just thinking about this quote from Melville. It's in the first chapter in Lumens in Moby Dick when he's talking about, it's striking to me right in that song. I was talking with Miriam about the nature of poetic directness, I suppose, and there's a poet named John Berryman who talks about, he cites the Red Badge of Courage and the trauma of the fellow who wrote it in the Civil War, about how you can only approach something of trauma obliquely, never front on. And I think to myself when, what water is becoming such an important thing, and I think of when Melville says that if you got a metaphysical man, set that man a-going, and he will find water in that region if there water be. And he says that meditation and water are wedded forever. And I think with things kind of getting particular, I'm going to get a little convictive, and I hope that we can figure out this water crisis, because apparently it's the worst it's been in a thousand years, so ain't we something special? So let's see here. Sorry for the patronizing. I'll do this one called Kennel Man. It's a light note. It's just about this fella doing some kennel dogging over in Wisconsin, I think, or Michigan. I've been meeting a lot of good folks up that north. So he's a tall tale. This guy's named Bobby Skashke. I'm wearing his hat. So he's an owner operator. All my respect for all the small business folks, especially Jalopy. They're universes away, but they're in the same struggle. So this is gonna be my last one, Farrell. Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Nat Myers.
Talking too much, y'all. My bad.
No, you're not talking about it.
All right.
Just make sure you take the react and Nat Myers, and thank you very much. Tips.
Very much appreciated. All right, here we go. $2 behind me to kennel man. He got $2 behind me to kennel man. He got $2 behind me to kennel man. No, the puppy like the back of his hand. The puppy waiting on him for the cue. The puppy waiting on him for the cue. The puppy waiting on him for the cue. Asking big dog, do you want to do? He teaching him more than just tricks. He teaching him more than just tricks. Teaching him more than just tricks. Teaching him more than just a shake and sing. But not a mother papa proving that the owner's a fool. Not a mother dog proving that the owner's a fool. When not a mother dog prove the owner's a fool. Make them wish they had a can of mint. Well, I hear he got third eye. I hear he got third eye. I hear daddy got third eye. Say, give me kennel man till I die. Well, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Well, I think that I know what to do. Gonna give me a kennel too. Thank you very much, y'all. Eleonore's on next. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pleasure.
we're sitting and we're sitting. Okay. You will be. I will call you. Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to sit? Right here. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So those don't work, right? Maybe not. Maybe. Or should we do the pretty ones? Yeah, we could do that. We can stay. Do you mind staying here? I do one last second and then it's okay? Yeah? Okay. So. Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready. How much time do you need?
1 minute.
Okay, I'll come back.
Yeah? No, no, stop. Yes.
to go this evening. Thank you for sticking around. Now we have the wonderful Eleonore Weill.
Thank you. I'm going to start with a little waltz about a well that's thinking. It's staying there and it's thinking, and the people come to it to get water. And there's other people dancing in a row, and that's about it. There's a beautiful sky. It's getting darker and darker. The moon is raising wider and wider. It's a Yiddish song, and the well is like a symbol of the Yiddish culture. By Chava Alberstein. Yes. Hello. Dort wo großen einen Nasser steht a kleine Zeckertracht, kommen Mädler ziehen Wasser mit die alle Nacht. Und der Sohn wie weißer Bären wachsen Tag in großen Sorg, und in Weichkeit von die Sterne tanzen ja die und a Feier der brennt, geier Mädel auf die Großen, mit die Eimer in der Hand. Der Levone blass und blasser, geht spoilt men in der Nacht. Dort wo großen seine Nasse steht, da Krenitze vertraut. Steht der Krenitze vertracht, kommen Mädler ziehen Wasser mit dir alle Nacht. Unter Sonn wie weißer Betten, weißen Grün in Preußen so, und in weit weg von die Sternen tanzen Jagden in der Rohr. Next to a well. I don't know if it was thinking, but it was working and providing beautiful water. And we hide a secret key in it. It was in south of France, and next to it in the house was this hurdy-gurdy. When I was a 6-year-old, that little sleepy, cranky baby arrived when I was 6-year-old, and we'll play for dance and party, and Mardi Gras was a big thing in the town I grew up. So we dressed up, and there were a lot of giant puppets. That was a figure of authority in the town. Like 1 year it was a president, 1 year it was a judge, 1 year it was a police. And we would parade with hurdy-gurdy and grail and tambourine and drums and galoubet tambourine and all day long, and at the end you make a big fire and then you burn the puppet. And that's the song that you're gonna sing next week. Yeah, you burn the puppet and you say goodbye, goodbye you tyrant, you authority, today is the day of freedom. You go away, and we stay to eat the garlic soup. Very important. Have a good garlic soup. And I know that in this country, yeah, like also there's a big Mardi Gras, different style, different kind of cake, and it's really beautiful. I love it, and it's amazing that song really crossed through thousands of years all around the Mediterranean. It's also a French lullaby. So I will sing the Occitan, which is like the version, the carnival song is in Occitan, which sounds like Catalan, but there's a French lullaby thing that sounds totally different, but it's the same melody, and it's also a love song in Arabic that the beautiful Feroz sang, and it's like known all around. So it's a song that you can, if you whistle it or hum it, many people will connect and relate to it. I'll do just a little bit of it. And then, yes. Actually, I want to do that. Okay, we're adapting with no sound. I'm going to do it on a around. So. Salud. L'chaim, santé, cheers, and to everyone, thank you so much for coming here. This is amazing to be. This is the first show inside I'm doing for you. So yeah, thank you, and thank you all the Jalopy team. I'm gonna forget some people, but like, thank you Farrell Foster, thank you Frankie, thank you Talia. Yeah, it's amazing that they made it through, and thank you. Anyway, cheers. All right, so yes, so I have a beautiful friend coming here from Canada, Montreal. Montreal. Yes. Then I don't know how you pronounce your name.
Kunda.
Kunda? Just Kunda, not the. All right. Then Kunda is gonna play. We're gonna play a bit of some klezmer and Moldavian, Romanian song on the timbal. They also very old friend, kaval and flute and cymbal. There's like, so it's a treat. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you feel like dancing on your chair, like, I might come closer because this is a quiet flute. Yeah. Maybe. Oh wow, that stage thing is so weird. Like, which one?
You can walk through the
You
audience
could
if
come
you want.
here, right? Yeah, but I don't know. There's a live stream. I don't know if that works. They will see this. Okay. All right. So gonna make bad with time. I should have forgot to have a clock. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little French song about a doll, like being close to a doll and being in love with a doll also, and making yourself very, very small with next to them, and observing, like it's a doll that closes her eyes or their eyes when they lie down and scream "Mama" when you touch her. So just to remember, like about the touch, I don't know. I love touching, but consent is important. And it's a song by the beautiful anarchist Georges Brassens. Just a love song. But just like being able to express your needs and with love, but also for for that. Yes. Okay. I hope you will hear me. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay. Maybe you can, if it's not hearable, you can do like that, and I will. If you don't hear me, but it's in French anyway. Yes. Je n'avais jamais ôté mon chapeau devant personne, mais comment je ferais le beau quand elle me sonne. J'étais chien méchant, elle m'a fait manger dans sa menotte. J'avais des dents louches, je les ai changées pour des quenottes. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui ferme les yeux quand on la couche. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui fait maman quand on la couche. J'étais dure à cuire, elle m'a convertie, la fine mouche. Et je suis tombée tout chaud, tout rôti contre sa bouche, qui a des dents laides quand elle sourit, quand elle chante, et des dents de loup quand elle est furie, qu'elle est méchante. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui ferme les yeux quand on la couche. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui fait maman quand on la touche. Tous les somnambules, tous les mages m'ont dit sans malice, quand ses bras en croix je subirai mon dernier supplice. Il en était pire, il en est meilleur, mais à tout prendre, qu'on se pende ici, qu'on se pende ailleurs, s'il faut se pendre. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui ferme les yeux quand on la couche. Je me suis fait tout petit devant une poupée qui fait maman quand on la touche. Okay, we'll do more dance, more hurdy-gurdy before it gets too cranky. It's very sensitive to the weather. Yeah. many places you will hear from ancestors that it has the power like to collapse ceilings. I promise this is not, I don't think that's why the sound system. I'm sorry, that's why I tried to tune it outside and not inside. So thank you. That was the Harley, a lot of drone tonight. And let's go to a little song. I don't know how much. Did you want?
2 more?
2 more, great. 2 more, then I would love to invite another friend, Max. Yes. Yeah, we were just doing a little. Yeah, you want to comment? And a little song. Thank you. Okay. Yes, it's been what a year. Just want to do one song for a Yiddish song. So yeah. Thank you. Oh wow. This is nice to hear. I mean, it's been such a hard year for everyone, and more than a year. And this is called Over There. Like over there, it's just I want to just take honor, like some time for. We all lost so many dear one, and I mean lost like just so many people passed away. And Miriam talked about it so beautifully. Thank you for that song about her. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, about the bird craver. Je t'aime, and yeah, I just also so many loss. And this song talks about the dear people that are far away, across the ocean, across water. Across, just far away, but that we keep close, like remembering all the beautiful evening we spent together. And it says like, oh God is hard, it's really hard. And we need to acknowledge that, and I don't want to go into, just come back and deny everything like we're so good at doing sometimes in the society, and just like taking the time to honor all the good one and all the people that unfortunately left that world awake, but that we keep so close and bring like, I hope we can all together keep a community to build a home and share about all the people we care, and find place and space and time for that, and just honoring their life. And yes, and it's so needed, I feel. So hard to find the time, take the time sometimes. It's so easy to just go back to our habits, and I think that would be a shame too. Yeah, and we have all that unfortunately in common, but we have also a lot to celebrate in common, like, so I hope we will do together that. And 50% of what you will give tonight will go to the Ali Forney Center, which is a shelter for queer and trans youth. I also lost home during this pandemic and moved many times, and just like having my house burning out when I was 14 years old, and just losing home and being like, it's so stressful, and there's so many people like that. So in the city it's so hard, it's such a struggle to find a place, just a roof. So just you know, I will give 52% to that center. Just thank you so much. Okay, that's maybe one song. Thank you. spielen Liebe, neu spielen die Liebe, kennen wir
Man, also known as Noah Harley. So please open up your hearts and your wallets for these folks. And we got more people coming. We got one more act coming up. So yeah, tits!
Thank you, Farrell.
Fine now. Let's just keep going. What?
Yeah,
What?
I can do.
Do you have one? Yeah, do one on the quarter. While we're
Okay,
doing this.
I
And a
almost told
reminder,
you
you're
like
donating. You said you're donating.
to California Center.
So these are going to be donated to a good cause. Half of them. Reminder, folks, that half of the donations tonight are going to a good cause.
Yes, and there will be a song to go with it.
There'll be a song to go with it too.
Yes, on the 9th of January, 111 years ago, 111 years ago, in St. Petersburg, they took him to the jail from the stock exchange. Yeah, there were already a stock exchange there. This is the word collected by Beregovsky, so in 1934. Anyway, I put it into music, and it says, Siblings, don't be afraid of jails. Let's bomb them with dynamite. Let's all get together and get rid of the tyrants that suck our blood like the best wine. And then, to people who call us Jews
Weill. I'm so sorry. That was the end of your song. That was fun. You did a speech, but then like it was like you're supposed to do 2 songs, but you did 1 song, and I was like, oh, then you came up and do 1 more song. And then like I wrote the song, and then I'm like, okay, like sing for everybody, and I was like, then I come up playing, I was like, oh no. It was fun. That was great anyway. Everything was great. It's kind of crazy. It's the most crowded it's been so far. It's the most people we've had since any show was on. I mean, last week, so. And everybody's backstage.
Cheap perfume as the 10-term senator works the room. He presses hand to hand, flesh to bone, check to check, rent to own. He inspects the crudité and forks a deviled egg, inspects the debutante with the beveled legs. Out in the hall, out in the corridor, a nervous laugh betrays its messenger on the polygraph. My name is Noah Harley. Good evening. It's the first time that's for Mitch McConnell, the 10-term senator. God. It's the first. I'm very pleased to be performing here tonight, and one more hand for all the performers before it. I drove from Providence this morning, and it took me like about 4 hours to land here. So I'm very pleased. And I was thinking this morning about what to perform for the first song, and I thought to play a Carter family song called "Hello Stranger," because it's been such a long time. So nice to be but I think that I don't have a microphone, so I need to project a little bit more. I think it's gonna be... Hello! There we go. One time I played at a wedding in southern Germany, and we were playing Midnight Special, and I was like, it starts on the 4 chord, it doesn't start on the 1, and I just couldn't find the note. And there were all of these Bavarians in like the Lederhosen and all this stuff, just watching me, like, trying to figure out what the fuck was happening. This is horrible. Anyway, hello stranger. Hello stranger. Put your darling hand in mine. Hello stranger. Put your loving hand in mine. You're a stranger, a stranger. You're a pal of mine. Every time I ride 6 and 4th Street line, every time I ride 6 and 4th Street car, I see my baby peeking through the bars. Get up round her, let a working man lay down. Get up round her, let a working man lay down. You're around her, you're all heading down. I'm weeping like a willow, mourning like a dove, weeping like a willow. I'm mourning like a dove. There's a girl in the city that I know I love. Hello stranger, put your loving hand in mine. Hello stranger, put your loving hand in mine. You're a stranger, but a stranger, you're a pal of mine. Thank you. I'm gonna take my sandals off here. Allegra, do you wanna come? I'm gonna have my friend and musical co-conspirator Allegra Krieger come in. I'm working on a new album, and this is one of the songs on it. It's called Peregrino, and it takes place on the Bardo. George Saunders, the novelist, has a great novel called Lincoln in the Bardo, and the Bardo, as far as I understand, is the landscape that the soul moves through after death and before reincarnation. So there's like a time of wandering after death and before rebirth. So that's where we are, somewhere in the 21st century, wandering. Blood and coffee beneath the bar stool in a dark pool by my side. I've traced the flight path back to the gunshot by which I heard the
peace of mind. You know that when some little black train is bound to come on time. Goodbye, brother, sister, mother, bound to ramble, bound to stray. Farewell, my pilgrim, beloved stranger. I wish you well upon your way. Well, farewell, my pilgrim, beloved stranger. I wish you well.
Does anyone identify as a slowpoke? Yeah? Alright. This one's for you. How does it begin? Why do I worry when you never seem to hurry? You're a slowpoke. I wait and worry, but you never seem to hurry. You're a slowpoke. Time means nothing to you. I wait and then late again. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, quarter to 10. I want you wasting when you know the time's a wasting. You're a slowpoke. Why won't you hasten when you see the time's a wasting? You're a slowpoke. Still, why should I keep trying to change it? It's not the thing to do. I guess I'll have to learn to be a slowpoke too. last Friday. But I don't know. He said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Which the answer is no. I'm told, but I said I guess I was going too fast, and so on the I didn't know that that's actually a deposition in my naivete, and so on the thing it says, I guess I was going a little too fast. I don't know. We'll stick with highways for a second.
Blue, blue driver, where do you come from? Blue endless skyway, where do you go? Oh, where do you go? I made my coffee stall, but everything was wrong. That old waitress that I loved, she'd come and gone. She had come and gone. Foot up upon the throttle, watching the old smoke roll, looking out the rearview mirror for the highway patrol, for the highway patrol.
Sounds kind of like a Christmas song somehow.
It don't make no difference, no, which way I go. Woo, I'm so doggone lonesome. Any way I go, oh, any way I go. It's foot up on the throttle, watching the old smoke roll, looking out the rearview mirror for the highway patrol, for the highway
Yeah, here's a traveling song. Here's a traveling song.
I go out walking with my mind for dog and company. I like to lay under the shade of a weeping willow tree. I tell myself I'm someone else and convince him he's me. The sweetest song was ever sung was a catchbird feeling free. Every time I hit the county line, horses cross through my mind. I would draw them if I only had the time. God bless free and crooked heart, God bless rock and roll. I got a brain that runs on ethanol, a heart that runs on coal.
Odessa. It's flown in especially. Odessa, Queens.
The Odessa Diner.
The Odessa Diner, correct.
Are you in the same key?
Pretty much.
Probably. We'll figure it out.
I keep. Good enough for government work. Here's a class warfare song adapted from an Elizabeth Cotton tune. I keep dreaming riddles every time I sleep. They preach wealth is little, but a poor man's dream. Food on the table, roof overhead, child in the cradle, or a big brass bed. I hear noises from the second floor. The repo man said my neighbors know what it is you want from him. He can't afford. He gave you everything, but you asked for more. Wishbone seed, didn't I shake sugar? Everything I have is dependent upon. Wishbone, should you take my soul to keep? Or should I die, let it be in my sleep? Remind the man who means in property, singing what you do to the least of them you do to me. They took my watch, wedding ring, and chain. They took everything except for me. They took my buggy, they took my horse, my kite. They took everything except the light. I keep dreaming riddles every time I sleep. They preach wealth is a little like a poor man's dream. Food on the table, a roof overhead, child in the cradle, or a big brass bed, or a big brass bed, or a big brass bed. Any day I'm Still not. Nothing to see here. I read there are two quick stories I'll tell about this song. It's another new one from this record I'm working on called Rushing While Living. And the first story is that I read in a news article several years ago that there was a millionaire in Australia who had bought a bunch of horses and named them all after himself, Nigel. And then, so there were like all these like horses named Nigel running around, and then they all had colts, and so he called them also Nigel. So there's this like wild herd of horses running around in Australia, in Western Australia, called Nigel. So that was one source of this story. And if you believe that, then you'll even believe the second part of the story, which is that when right before quarantine, I did a week-long silent meditation retreat, and I went in, and COVID was kind of like a distant, it was like approaching, but it was in California, and it was on cruise ships, and I didn't know anyone on cruise ships, and so it was kind of in the air, but it wasn't quite, it hadn't landed yet, and I was in this fucking silent meditation for a week, and then at the end, everyone was just in like full-on like power silence mode. Everyone had been avoiding eye contact for several days, and it was like very intense. And this silence was this very crystalline, kind of thunderous quality. It was really amazing at the end of that week. And the instructor, it was kind of like this, and he was all like, one of them was like, obviously super chilled out, and said, "So," and everyone was kind of like. He said, "So, there are a couple things you need to know before the retreat. All international travel is canceled. Interstate travel is mostly prohibited. Restaurants are not really happening." And it was received in this. It was an amazing moment. So those are the two places that this song goes. Rushing Well Living. We'll see how it goes. Everyone obviously started freaking out and was no longer sung. In Western Australia.
A millionaire rancher gave 50 horses his name. He said nothing else occurred. Then after the first, they all started to look just the same. But they all had colts, and now a wild herd of Nigels goes thundering over the plains. Leave their namesake behind for the morning to wind, whistling home on the rain. Rushing while living does not make life happen any more than one day at a time. Pushing and shoving your way up to heaven embitters the sweet by and by. At a Star Wars bonanza last night at the drive-in, I drifted off into sleep. When I awoke, I found 10 years had rolled by, but the movie, it had been on repeat. The same actors, the same voices, but I was much older. I could tell by the shake in my hand. How could time pass me by like some unwanted child, wondering who was that man? Rushing while living does not make life happen any more than one day at a time. And pushing and shoving your way up to heaven embitters the sweet by and by.
am I doing on time, Lord of Darkness? The Lord of Darkness is... What is he doing over there?
2 more?
Perfect. Here's another new one called Blue Green Bicycle, which is to the favorite thing that your ghost will whisper. We've all got one, and hopefully we'll find out what it is before we die. Old graveyard I walk right through, holding my breath until my face turns blue. Read graves like we used to do, bound to make me wonder what you've been up to. Black cat nearly crossed my path, caught a couple whiskers in my photograph. What a funny habitat. From every headstone, another's ghost whispers the name of the one thing that it loved the most. The smell of hay, a blue-green bicycle, the month of May. The month of May. Creepy feeling right on time, shipping tiny shivers up and down my spine. Still a new song. When I wake, someone has died. It must have been the me that used to love to call you mine. From every headstone, another's ghost whispers the name of the one thing that she loved the most. The smell of hay, a blue-green bicycle, a back highway, the month of May. My friend named Ray. Thank you.
Alright. Going around with the tip basket. This is the last act of the night. Next week we have Sean Brown, Allie Deneen, Earl Foster, and who's that last one again? No one.
No one in for it.
God. Anyway, it's going to be a great show next week. Check it out. After the show over here, go next door. Maybe some people jam, play music. I don't know. There's a piano there, there's guitar. People should if they want to. Tips.
Is someone else on there?
No, here you go. No, sorry, that's why I forgot. It was Zach Bryson, but he backed out. He couldn't make it, so it's going to be Jackson Lynch next week. Jackson Lynch with Sean Brown, Allie Deneen, and me. So next week.
I'd like to thank you very much for. I'll just wait. It's a little bit disturbed. It's like not quite focused yet. Thanks very much for listening, and I'm like I said, I'm just pleased as punch to be here, and yeah, I have a 7-inch that came out under Jalopy Records for sale. If you're interested in that, I have a CD called Uncanny Valley, which is the moment that it's like the AI is like almost human, and that's what really freaks humans out. If it's full computer, then it's fine, and if it's like not at all, whatever. There's some dip where like we can't quite tell if it's computer or human, and that's the Uncanny Valley, which is essentially where everyone is right now. So buy the record, and then and find out the coordinates, find out the musical coordinates. My name is Noah Harley. If you look up the Horse-Eyed Men, then you can hear some of our recorded werk. And I have no upcoming gigs, so it's been a pleasure. We'll just be here now. Be here at 11. I was on a beach. I went out to Horseneck Beach in Westport, Massachusetts 3 years ago, and it was really early in the morning, and so I was swimming by myself on this vast beach. And I was like, nah, I'll just swim naked. And so I was swimming naked. And then when I came back up to the beach, there was this like beautiful man there, also naked. And I was like, whoa. And he was this like Adonis kind of like, he was like, hi. And we didn't, and like nothing happened between us. But it just felt like such and I've never like slept with a man, but it felt like that would be the time to do that. It made me wonder what identity I was holding on to so tightly that I couldn't just like give that to life. So anyway, here's a song called Lone Star Romeo. Brand new blue jeans, crown his hips, 2 red lips, every smile like a summer's rose. My San Antonio never rushes, right on time to dust out all the corners of my mind, to polish my kitchen floors until they shine. I want his shoes under my bed all the time. True love brings small evidence that it will last much longer than a breath. Still no cause to wonder why. I know that he's the apple of my eye. Besides, ain't no telling what tomorrow does. Not worry about a lack of money. Smiles and says, listen to me, honey, I know. But that don't mean we're not still the best in show. Me and my bright-eyed gal in Lone Star Romeo.